Moments ago, House Judiciary Committee now approving a new piece of legislation that would reauthorize the 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund that covers the health benefits of ground zero first responders and their families. This was debated. Jack Lemonda, president of the Uniformed Fire Officers Association from the Hill. How you doing, sir, and good morning to you. Tell us and our viewers what happened last hour.
Good morning. Yes, well, the bill was in committee, and it was in committee for markup, and there was no amendments to the bill, and it was voted unanimously out of committee to the floor of the House.
So do you expect it to pass on the floor of the House, and I guess is the obvious question next, sir?
Yes, well, we have tremendous support for this bill. Never forget the HEROES Act, which funds the Victims Compensation Fund. We have tremendous support from our New York delegation and from our elected officials across the country.
Well, sir, what I'm looking at here, how many people need help, and how much money do you need?
Well, literally, there are thousands of people that have applied to the Victims Compensation Fund. The Special Master has done a terrific job in dispensing these funds, but it's running out of money. Exactly how much money is needed, that all depends on how many more people, how many more first responders, how many more civilians become sick from the hazardous environment.
Do they have to prove that they were there on the pile, or how does that work?
Well, you know, as far as New York City firefighters and fire officers are concerned, we have, if you were there, you filed a notice of participation, which documents that you were down at the site for at least 40 hours.
You wonder why that even has to be debated. A couple things here. Chuck Schumer, a moment ago on the floor of the Senate, said the following.
Even in a divided Congress, even in a divided country, this issue is an absolute issue of moral clarity. And just as we don't leave soldiers on the battlefield behind, we must not leave the brave first responders behind when it comes to their health care. And yet, shamefully, it has always been a struggle here in this Congress to abide by that principle.
I want to ask you a question on that, then one more point here. Was this ever really in doubt, Jake?
As far as we're concerned, it's not in doubt. We will continue to walk the halls of Congress until this legislation.
Understood, but was Congress about to turn tail on this ultimately?
Well, again, you know, we're optimistic that, you know, on the day our nation was attacked, this nation was not divided, and we stood as domestic soldiers, and we expect that when it comes for a full vote, that we will be a nation as one, and we will signal to the people who had attacked us that we can be knocked down, but we cannot be knocked out.
Just one more thing. Jon Stewart yesterday got a lot of attention. You were there as well. This is part of what he said.
Behind me, a filled room of 9/11 first responders, and in front of me, a nearly empty Congress. Sick and dying, they brought themselves down here to speak. To no one, it's shameful. It's an embarrassment to the country, and it is a stain on this institution. And you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Some members of that committee were pushing back, saying it was moved to a bigger room. That's why the empty chairs were there. They say that only 2 members of Congress missed the hearing altogether. Just cut through that and answer this question. Did Jon Stewart turn the tide on this issue for you yesterday?
Jon Stewart's phenomenal. He's been a champion in this cause for New York City fire officers, New York City firefighters, and all first responders and victims. Obviously, he's very passionate about this, and he's very emotional, and I believe he has brought insurmountable attention to this issue.
You might have needed his voice. Jake, thank you so much for your time. We'll see what happens in the full House. Thank you. Jake Lemonda there on the Hill. Thank you, sir.